Inside Oracle Park, the home of the Giants, as we're ready for baseball from the city by the bay. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. Stanton and Posey ready to slug it out right after this. Derek Rodriguez is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead 0-1. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Our temperature not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Rodriguez has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
2 balls and a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Just underway here in San Francisco. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First pitch on its way. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Working on striking out the side in the first. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there for strike 1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Gardner leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pitch out, nothing doing. And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And a curveball drops in on 2-1, 2-2 now.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
2 out with the man at first. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-0. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Hey,
I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
In for strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here's the 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Luis Severino will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Luis Severino's really turned himself into an all-around pitcher. Came out of the bullpen early in his career for the Yankees. Big fastball, 96 to 100 miles an hour. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better. And one of the things he does better than anybody in the league right now, maintains his velocity. He'll be 96, 97 in the first, 96, 97 in the 7th or 8th. Power arm, one of the best all-around arms in the game.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Oh, and 2 the count to Maven now.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Fouled away. Here's a pop-up now. And there's your first out of the inning. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'll tell you, Joe Panik is someone I'm excited to see. He's the team leader in runs batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs, whether the runner is at first base or he's at second or third. It just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
Here's the first pitch to him. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
1-1 the count. The 1-1. Now that's popped up. Andujar has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now batting, Buster Posey. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Posey is widely considered one of the elite backstops in the game. Of course, his skills behind the plate are well documented, and in a position like catcher, that makes a big difference for his team every night he straps it on.
And for obvious reasons. And he allows the pitching staff to throw any pitch, any count, knowing they can bounce that breaking ball and feel like it's coming right back to him. This guy, he is really one of the special defenders in our sport.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Second inning now from San Francisco with no score. So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Crawford to his left. He's there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And let's focus our attention on third baseman Evan Longoria. Multiple Gold Glove winner. This guy has ice water in his veins. He never lets on. You can't tell if this guy's on fire or he's struggling. He's one of the most consistent defenders in our sport.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And now it'll be the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
There is Crawford on to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
Batting it.
So stepping in, Luke Voigt. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Voigt is a 300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. Yeah, close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, Chris Shaw. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
26.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Up with it now is Tulowitzki, and there's 1 away.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's take a look at Troy Tulowitzki. Obviously known for his offense and the ability to move the ball both gaps and out of the yard. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense, though. Plays a big man's game at shortstop, but is able to cover a ton of ground out there.
Striding in, Evan Longoria. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's Joe Panik. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hard hit to first. Voigt gloves it, and Voigt will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning.
Bueno, estamos listos, señores.
Luis Severino, 9-1-2 due up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Miramos por ese lanzamiento. Y ese va demasiado abajo.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Stepping in now, Miguel Andujar. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Maben on the run. It's down for extra bases, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his second triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the three-bagger.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. Popped him up. Posey is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Riding in once again, Brett Gardner, runner in scoring position with two gone. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to deep right field. Facing back. And that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run. Brett Gardner has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Histórico 100 cuadrangulares para Brett Gardner.
For the Yankees,
into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 14 homers and 34 driven in. Skied into straightaway right. Parra will wait on it. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. The Yankees get a couple on the two-run home run. We play 2.5. It's now 2-0 New York. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Ok, señor, vamos a hacer el lanzamiento. Vamos a hacer el lanzamiento. Vamos a ver ahí. Ok, señores.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Crawford is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a fourth-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So one gone now as you get a look there at where the Yankees stand currently in the American League East. Set to get his day started, Stephen Vogt, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Pudge's boy, Derek Rodriguez. First pitch of the at-bat. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So striding in, Torres. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And the throw stretches him out at first as the umpire says he stayed on the bag. A bang-bang play there for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Shaw has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball well outside. A ball and a strike. The count to Tulo now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
2 runs on 2 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Hara is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go. Here's Cameron Maybin now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything. Sometimes goes by the nickname Slim. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's Buster Posey now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 0-2 the count to Posey.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Popped him up. Torres over to his right, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Luke Voigt. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded to the right. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. At the plate, Luis Severino. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now here's the pitch. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
Into the box now, Miguel Andujar. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Severino stands at first with 1 out. And he lays off again, ball 3.
3 balls.
Aaron Hicks will be next. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Aaron Hicks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well struck down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Maben is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Yankees, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with manager Bruce Bochy. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The Giants.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Fielder, number 26.
Now the pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Giants.
Bueno, nos quitaron
It's so
el
frustrating as a
desde.
pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. Nobody out, runner on first. High and deep to right center. Hicks will back up and put this away for a long out, number one. And he will scurry back at first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. There's our line score through the first 4.5. And these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point from the belt. Kicks and deals. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Quinto chocolate de la noche.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Shaw, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Just hung in there on that one. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Giants leave 1. They trail it here 2-0.
Qué bonito ahí la toma.
Ready for another shot now. Brett Gardner. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another chance? Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a ball 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Parra is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
2 away now in the Yankees 6th, and that will bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Let's go 1, 2, 3. But they're on top 2-0. Now at the plate, Stephen Vogt will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he got him swinging. Stephen Vogt is retired leading off the bottom of the 6th. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Henson, playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Slow little roller to third. Endujar fields it cleanly, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as the Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cameron Maybin. He flew out in his last at-bat. Rolled slowly to first. Boyd charging in on it, and Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Back here in San Francisco, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Derek Law is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch. He blew it right by him there.
Vogt shading to his right. 1 out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Troy Tulowitzki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Law, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 9th-round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier. Instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
In now, Luke Voigt. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Line drive to left. And that finds him out field grass. It's a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Hit out towards second. Over to Crawford at the bag, and the force play will end the inning. Now in the box, Gerardo Parra. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Stanton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Catcher, Buster.
Settling in now, Buster Posey. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Fouled off. He'll try again, 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Segundo hit.
Chris Shaw, the next to take a turn at the plate. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he lays off there, 1-0. Posey leads off first with 1 away. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. No balls and 1 strike. Scorched to third.
Oh, señores, se nos pasa
He's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe.
At the plate, Joe Panic. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Gardner going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Giants leave a couple. They're down 2-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Miguel Andujar. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Gabriel. He's turning April showers into May followers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
A runner at first with no outs here. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Runners off for second. On the ground to the right side. And there's his first base hit in this one. The throw to third. And a good effort there by
Bueno, nos fuimos ahí de
but he comes through in the eighth to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Brett Gardner will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he misses with it. Ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And he's got an opportunity to add to this lead, but the double play is in order. First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Andujar on third. Hicks on second. Gardner on at first with nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0 home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will get foul. 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there.
Eso fue horrible, ser la cuarta bola.
He gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Fouled away. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away. Stepping into the box, Torres, who's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. 1 run is scored. The tag, and he's pulled out, trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
Bueno, hubo un enredo, pero
Sanchez, who was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 4-0. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Crawford. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Bueno, señores, será el último lanzada para Severino.
First pitch on its way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
Vamos
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Slider finds the zone for a strike.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's just, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Now
stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Vogt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. This is skied into short left center. Stanton has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Buscando el último out, señores.
Yonhever Solarte will grab a bat and hit to the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Giants. Number 22, John Henry. Solarte.
In there, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Sam Dyson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in, Troy Tulowitzki. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Troy Tulowitzki.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. Parra sprinting after it. And he makes the catch in the corner. The pitcher, Luis Severino, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded back up the middle. It's a panic covering. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cameron Maybin. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Jonathan Holder, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
56, Jonathan Holder.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Heading out towards shallow right. Gardner is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone, and this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
In is Gerardo Parra. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Tulowitzki moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So striding forward now, Buster Posey. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
Vamos a buscar el último out, señores.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Feliz día de la batalla de San Jacinto que estamos celebrando el día de hoy para todos los nicaragüenses. La fecha histórica, ¿verdad? En la que se expulsaron a los filibusteros.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Buscando el out. Holder.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Está aguantando ahí el
willing to give in, and the battle continue.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed his fouling it away.
That gets down, and the inning continues. So the bottom of the 9th is still alive after the 2-out success.
Now batters.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if they'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Popped him up. Andujar in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
4-0 to score this afternoon. So the Bronx Bombers led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Luis Severino earns win number 4 on the season. Derek Rodriguez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. About does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the show.
Partido, bueno, aquí lo perdimos con... Los partidos que hemos perdido han sido con Jordan Montgomery. Solo uno se ha perdido con Severino, que estuvo muy peleado ahí con Boston. Pero bueno, señores, vamos a dejar hasta acá la transmisión de hoy. Cuídense, pasen un buen día. Vamos a ver si hacemos una misión de GTA 5. Hasta el próximo video. Chau.